Hi, I'm Zane with Zane Engineers Life. So I get this question a lot. So Zane, I'm in my engineering career and I'm working and I'm putting in my 40 hours and maybe a few extra hours here and there. And they don't pay me to do any training or provide any training. And they don't give me any extra time to do any training. And I'm pretty busy at home. I got a family, maybe I got hobbies, or maybe I just like watching the latest episode of Last of Us. And you keep telling us to provide value and continually train, trying to get better. Well, how in the world do I get that to work given my circumstances? Well, I think the real question to ask here is where you see your future career and how serious are you about becoming an engineer? See, I see the engineering profession like I would see being a true craftsman, a silversmith, a goldsmith, a watchmaker. Have you ever noticed anytime you see some of these guys how eloquent and wonderful and amazing their work is? And watching them work and the things they produce and how amazing those things are? Well, how do you think they got there? See, if you do a quick Google search on how long it takes to master something, you'll probably run across Malcolm Gladwell's book saying that it takes 10,000 hours of intensive practice to achieve mastery of a skill. Okay, well, let's work the math out here. You went to university and got a 4-year degree, and that's usually about 120 to 130 credit hours in an engineering degree. Now, each credit hour is supposed to be 1 hour of class a week and 2 hours of student time and homework. Now, are you actually putting in all that time that you're supposed to every week if you're in school right now? Anyway, there are about 17 weeks in a semester, so each credit hour is going to be like 51 total hours. So for a 125 credit hour engineering degree, you're probably putting in somewhere around 6,375 hours. Now wait a sec, I'm guessing that no more than 60% of that is actually engineering, and I'm guessing you put maybe 75% of those hours you were supposed to in outside of class. So 125 times 3 times 17 times 60% times 80% of 2/3, that's 2,050 hours. So you have your engineering degree, and now you need about 8,000 hours to master the skill of engineering. Now, how many hours a week do you actually do engineering at your job? Now, at Phoenix, our staff were normally about 80% or more billable. So they would get 2,080 hours in a year times 80% is 1,664 hours per year. Now, to get your PE license, you need 5 years of progressing engineering experience and to pass the FE and PE exams. So 2,050 from your degree plus 5 times 1,664, that's 10,370 hours. Wait, what? Is that the reason you need 5 years of experience to sit for your professional engineering license? Okay, with all the boring math out of the way, again, what do you want to do and what do you want out of your career? Do you want to be good or do you want to be mediocre? See, to build a skill and get good and be the best, you must put in the time, whether it's paid or not. You must find the time. If you could find only 1 extra hour a day, that's 333 hours a year, assuming you're going to take a few days off, right? So if I watch a video, read an engineering book, take an online course, take a practice test, and check the result, I can accelerate my mastery by 1 full year in that 5-year span. Now let me ask you something. If I practiced 1,664 more hours than you at doing something, is there a chance I'll be better than you? But Zane, I don't have an hour a day. Well, that's total bullshit. We all have 24 hours a day. The trick is, do you want it bad enough? Is being better that important to you? If you're getting an extra year of experience every 4 years, well, who do you think's getting the promotion? Who's getting chosen to do the better job? And who's getting the shot at the new position? Now, I coach basketball to help kids in my area, and I can measurably see the kids that go home each day and practice shooting. 10 minutes a day, 5 days a week. It adds up really fast. Because here's the cool thing. The 10,000 hour rule, it actually missed out on one key item. Studies have shown that the first 100 hours are the most important. And that's where you learn the basics of the skill and will often be better than 95% of the population. What if you take your 1 hour a day for 300 days in a year and learn 3 new skills in your trade? Maybe 100 hours in concrete design, 100 hours in electrical circuits, and 100 hours in programming. How fast do you think that adds up? Now, see, I say all that to say this. I've shown you that it doesn't take much time. I've shown you how you can get 5 years of experience in 4. So you can decide whether you want to do it. And that is the part that matters. Make the decision to train and be better. Now, with that out of the way, how do you find more time for training? Well, here are some ideas. So I have a 25-minute drive to work, and that's 50 minutes a day that I listen to YouTube training I picked out while my coffee was brewing at my house that morning. I often go on walks during the day, 10 minutes times 4 days a week. There's another 40 minutes. And if I trade one Netflix series for an engineering series, and I actually recommend the old Connections by James Burke from many years ago, super cool series. Well, 9 55-minute episodes is a standard Netflix season. And that's nearly 9 more hours toward my 100-hour goal. I could be 10% of the way there just swapping out one series and one season. Now, what's my point? Let's combine it with other things. Do it while you're exercising or driving or waiting. You can get that training in while you're doing other things. And replace 10% of the things you do for leisure with training. You watch movies for 10 hours a week? Keep doing it. Just do 9 hours of movies and 1 hour of engineering training. See, as you get better, you'll begin doing more on your own. And the important thing is to just get started. Now, finally, let's add an actual why. Well, if you got 5% more money for having 5 years of experience instead of 4, and another 5% for having 10 years of experience at year 8, where are you over the lifetime of your career? For only 1 extra hour a day. Hell, do it at work. And they'll think that you work late and are an amazing career person. Train to get better. Find the will and the desire to do it, then find the time and cash in those results. You got this. I'm Zane with Zane Engineers Life, and we'll make you better.